So I'm Michael Condrey. I'm one of the co-founders of Sledgehammer Games. I run the development team at the studio, and I've been working very closely on the MP side of Advanced Warfare for 3 years now. So it's super exciting to be here at COD Champs EU.
Alright, Michael Condrey, so I got a question. The skill-based matchmaking bullshit. Explain this raw, nasty-ass shit to me, please.
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking is really a curious conversation. You know, we've always had a form of skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty for years and years.
Really? That's bullshit, because if you've had skill-based matchmaking in all the other CODs, I want to know how I was able to get 200 plus gameplays and everything else and spawn trap like crazy and meet kids that were level 12 with a .4 KD when I had a 2 all day, every day. Because I didn't see any skill-based matchmaking in the other fucking CODs. This COD feels like I'm playing Nade Shot and Scump every fucking game.
And by and large, what's in Advanced Warfare is no different than what we've had historically.
Advanced Warfare skill-based matchmaking is no different than any other COD, okay. So in Ghost, I could go into pre-game lobby of Blitz and find 6 noobs and spawn trap the shit out of them for 200 kills and 16 caps. I go play a game of Hardpoint, I meet every Denial esports member there is, and I get all the kids on my team that are blind like Helen Keller running around with their little cane trying to fucking find where the hardpoint is while I'm over here going quad negative, sweating my ass off, fucking on the hardpoint, 45 caps and still losing the game, but it's the same as every other COD, okay?
The goal is to provide players with well-balanced competitive matches.
Your goal is to provide players with well-balanced matches. Your goal to me is to give me my stress level above 100, my blood pressure over 400, and make me punch the fucking wall and end up shooting somebody. That's what your goal is for me. Because this game gives me some anger problems. I will tell you that right now.
Right? And, you know, early on, as you're trying to figure out your skill level relative to others, you may find yourselves in matches where it's not well balanced.
Yeah, I find myself in matches that aren't well balanced all fucking day, every day, unless I got a .40 KD as my fucking host.
But the more matches you play, we get a better understanding of who you are and can put you in matches where you feel like you're competing against people with similar skill, right?
A better understanding of who I am. Well, I must be fucking trash then, because that's how I feel playing a random pub match every day.
Nobody wants to be on the receiving end. Nobody wants to be unskilled playing somebody super veteran and getting really unfairly dominated.
Well, that's all I do is play people super veteran. These kids are fucking 9 times fucking Iraq veterans the way they fucking play. I feel like I'm playing the Navy SEAL squad. This is some bullshit.
But with all that said, and very true to the bottom line, that's all very secondary to user experience, right? So it has to be about speed to connection first, right? We want you in a great match with a high speed, and then within that we do some checks on skill. Yeah, at times, and even within a match, there's a wide degree of skill, right?
A wide degree of skill, my ass. The whole wide degree of skill is on the other fucking team. The whole dumbasses are on my fucking team. And here's another thing. I love having 4 teammates on my team while they got 6 or 7, because, you know, the shitty-ass servers always glitch out and give them 7 players and give me 2. Because once people leave, you never want to give me teammates. You'd rather give the other team that has a kid almost DNA bombing fucking 4 teammates than give me any at all.
What we try and prevent is, you know, a new player who has a KD at like .05 being introduced to the game against a player who's got a KD of 2+, right? Because that new player is not going to have a great time, right? And so, but for you and me and people who played a lot, within your match, you will be playing against people who are much better than you and much worse than you, right? Like the in-match skill-based matchmaking is much broader than I think people understand.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that once again, and I'm going to say it once again. All the people that are worse than me are on my fucking team. All the players that are better than me are on the other fucking team in a 6-man party, fucking dominating the shit. Look like they just came back from COD champs, pissed off that they lost, and they're fucking taking all their anger out on me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I gotta tell you, we listen to fans all the time.
Listen to fans all the time, my fucking ass. The one time I tweeted you on Twitter, I asked you why I was getting 45 AMR9s every fucking supply drop, and your response to me was, well, I should have gave you some Nigerian armor pants or whatever the fuck you said. Bullshit, listen to fans all the time. You troll fans 24 fucking 7.
I mean, we've got the best fans in the industry, right? And they're very active and loyal, and their feedback is super important to us. And so, thank you for continuing to send that constructive feedback to the team. We hear it all. There's a lot going on. It is crazy how much we've done post-launch of the game, from the DLC stuff with introducing Exo Zombies.
Yeah, the DLC would be great if we didn't have to wait 10 months for every fucking update. Xbox gets it the second it comes out of your mouth, and then PS4 waits a good month, and then PS3, shit, they get it by the time we're 80 years old in a nursing home.
To the MDLC work and new maps, right? If you look at the amount of stuff coming, it's tremendous.
Oh, thank you for the new maps. You brought me a fucking map. Looks like it came out of the movie The Grinch. Fucking Christmas trees everywhere and shit. Fucking avalanche coming down. Rotating carousel for people to camp on and rotate. They don't even have to move. It moves for them.
We've also done a ton of updates. We're like on our 13th or 14th title update, game update, with many thousands of fixes.
Fixes my ass. That's why I'm getting killed on Retreat and Defender and Detroit by a kid that's outside or inside the fucking map glitching his ass off. Updates my ass. The only thing you've done is made the EM1 laser's lightsaber fucking way more OP so I can get killed by Darth Vader 24 fucking 7.
Right? Everything from map exploits all the way up to weapon tuning. And so it all coming, and it all comes in a big way. The time it takes for a studio to get a fix in place and verify that the fix is right and won't have any other knock-on issues.
No, I understand how long it takes. Shit, I wait 4 months for each fucking update.
To getting a build that then can be sent to the first party for them to approve and then gets to release is longer than what I think people understand, right? It can take 2 to 3 weeks from the time we do something to the time that it's out. So it's not like we can just sit back at the studio and make a change to weapon balancing and then tomorrow it's in, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
you need to test it, of course.
Test it and push it out in the game updates. But there's a lot coming, right? And I think, a couple of months ago, everyone said it was just the Ball 27 was the only viable weapon, right? So we made some changes. We wanted to
made some changes to the bow, my ass. I don't care if you update or downgrade or do whatever the fuck you want to the bow. The only thing you did to the bow was make it to where you got to put a foregrip on it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's still the same damn gun.
So those are right. Now the SM1, the Morse sniper rifle, the A4. There's a couple more that are the AK-12 are all starting to feel competitive, and we've got a huge drop coming next week that will make it an even greater balance set. So I guess all I can offer to you and to your fans is keep giving us the feedback. We definitely listen and understand that we're going to get things out as soon as we can. Yeah, it was really an interesting challenge, an opportunity. They really said, Activision said, with 3 years to develop, we need a true next-gen Call of Duty. Like, make this one be what Call of Duty on next-gen is really meant to have as a first title. And so our focus was on Xbox One, PS4, high-end PCs, right? Which meant that we took some real big risks and had some real ambitious goals. It meant getting it onto prior gen platforms a little more challenging, right? But that happened successfully too. But you're right. Now we're managing 5 real viable platforms at the same time with different release dates and different constraints, right? And so so every platform that needs an update, right, has different timing. And it gets to be an interesting challenge. No, I thought it paid off. I really did. I mean, on MW3. And I was super proud of what we did on MW3. Won Action Game of the Year with that game. But resounding sort of critical feedback was, give us a new way to play Call of Duty.
Give us a new way to play Call of Duty did not mean give us a lightsaber and a fucking jetpack and all this other gay shit. All we wanted was a Call of Duty that was not Black Ops 2. That's all we wanted. That's all I wanted. Everybody hated Ghost. I didn't mind Ghost. But not Black Ops 2. I didn't ask for a fucking Darth Vader lightsaber. I didn't ask for all this other weird shit. I didn't ask for an LMG that turns into a fucking shotgun and shoots laser beams that shoots 100 fucking RPM per minute. I didn't want all that shit. I wanted a normal fucking COD.
And so that was from day one, almost 3.5 years ago now. Our design pillar was preserve everything that's great about Call of Duty, right? That great gun-on-gun action has to maintain. Yes. But give players a new way to play. And it's really a dramatic change, right?
I don't fucking mind the exosuits, but I don't know what type of comments or feedback you were reading. But everybody I've heard from fucking hates the little jetpacks on your fucking back. I don't care. I don't hate them. I don't like them. They're fine with me. I'd rather them not be in the next COD. But everybody I've ever seen bitches about the damn thing. So I don't know what type of feedback you looking at, but you're looking at the wrong phone.
From player movement set, probably the biggest change.
Yeah, everything is going fast. You can double jump. You can just run away from gunfights, which never could.
Absolutely, the verticality and the ability to chain moves, slams into knee slides, into jumps. It's faster. It's more fluid, and I think it's really changed the pace at which you play Call of Duty.
Yeah, it also raised my blood pressure. It's a lot faster, more fluent, going quicker, just like the game.
And I can't, I have a hard time going back. I think, the flexibility and the freedom is really, really strong.
Yeah. And you're going to release 4 map packs. Now the first one, Havoc, is now out on all platforms except for the PC.
That's right.
And a little bit of delay. Do you think that in the next map packs there will be new DLC guns, or will there be maps from previous Call of Duties?
Yeah, the next DLC release, super exciting.
Oh, I don't give a shit about the next DLC release. Save that shit. I'm here to get skill-based matchmaking out of the fucking game.
There's some surprises in there. New ways to play, new exo abilities, great new maps with dynamic events, there's a bunch of stuff. I can't quite tell all the secrets yet.
Yeah. Alright, well, if you can't tell me anything fucking useful, I don't give a shit about this interview, so have a good day. Good talking to you, dickhead. Maybe the next COD ain't as shitty as this one. Love you.